But yeah, right here to the left, that's David's Island. All right, let's get this kayak out of the water, pull it up onto the land. There's such a huge cannon, a bunker of some sort. Hey guys, this is Matt with 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel. Today, I'm in New Rochelle, New York, and I'm headed out kayaking and exploring David's Island. All right, and we're paddling. It is a beautiful, sunny day today, and we are expected to have higher than normal temperatures. The high today is supposed to be about 45 degrees Fahrenheit. We just left New Rochelle and we are paddling to David's Island. To the left is Goose Island. This is a different Goose Island than the Goose Island that I camped overnight on the Hutchinson River. That one's the Goose Island in the Bronx. This is Goose Island in New Rochelle. But there is some type of structure up there on this island, and this island is surrounded by rocks. And it looks like it has a little inlet to kind of protect the area. So yeah, straight ahead of us, you can see that structure that's on Goose Island. And we're kind of inside this cove. So Fort Slocum was a United States Army post occupying David's Island from July 1896 to November 1965. So yeah, we're just gonna paddle back out of this cove, and David's Island is not too far off the coastline. So straight ahead of us, that's David's Island. And we are gonna find a nice sandy spot to land the kayak. We're gonna get out of the kayak and we're gonna explore David's Island. I've been wanting to do this for a long time now. I've never been here before. So you guys are experiencing this with me for the first time. And we couldn't have asked for better conditions today. We have wind under 10 miles per hour. The water temperature is cold. It's probably between the mid 30s and high 30s Fahrenheit. But I'm wearing a dry suit for protection. David's Island is just off of New Rochelle and north of the Bronx line in Westchester County. It's the largest island in the Long Island Sound, and it's 80 acres. So to explore this island, we're gonna do a good amount of hiking because I'd like to walk around the exterior and also explore the interior of the island. The fort was named after Henry Warner Slocum, a distinguished U.S. Civil War veteran. And way off to the right, that's Hart Island. Right now, it appears that we have the entire Long Island Sound to ourselves. It's so quiet, so calm and peaceful. I can see the Throgs Neck Bridge way off in the distance. But yeah, right here to the left, that's David's Island. So I want to paddle a little bit further around the side and we'll land the kayak. Man, we just got over a cold snap and we had some really cold weather, and so many bodies of water were all frozen. So it's nice that everything thawed out again and we're back in the kayak. So this island was also used as a general hospital and simultaneously as a prison camp. The hospital was called D Camp General Hospital. One new piece of equipment that I got for safety is this Garmin InReach Mini 2. It's basically a satellite SOS device. I can also text with it. I don't need a cell signal. Everything works through satellite. So if I had an emergency, I could hit the SOS button and help will be on the way. So it's a really cool device. Straight ahead, this looks like a really good spot to land the kayak. I don't see any kind of signs or anything of that sort. Welcome to David's Island. All right, let's get this kayak out of the water, pull it up onto the land. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this dry suit off and get ready to explore. All right, guys, I just pulled the kayak out of the water way down there. I got it up here on the shoreline, way out of the high tide area, so we don't have to worry about the kayak floating away. But look at this right here. There's such a huge cannon. This thing is really cool. All right, so right now we are walking on the south to southwest side of David's Island, and off in the distance that way is Hart Island. There's a few smaller islands scattered around this one, and I'll try to get a closer shot of this island that's right here with Hart Island in the background. We have jets flying over periodically, probably going to LaGuardia. I believe they demolished all the buildings on this island, but it looks like we have something over here in front of us. We're going to check it out. But yeah, like I said, I've never been here before, so we're just going to explore it and see what we can find that looks interesting. Look at this, it's like a metal gate. It's open, so we're going to go through. We're just going to walk slowly. Looks like this gate, there's like a tunnel here, but that's definitely sealed off. But yeah, this right here, we are like 360 degrees. It's nothing but solid concrete. And you can see on the top, there's a fence going around it. So I'm not 100% sure what this is. All right, we are off to a good start. I'm really excited about this. So yeah, this is the top corner. You can see the fence, and we were down inside of it down there. Here's another fenced area, and it looks open, and there's some stairs here. So we're gonna go down these stairs, and it looks like a bunker of some sort with like, look at this steel door. Yeah, let's go. Heavily fortified. All right, I'm just walking through here to go around this storage bunker, and down on the other side here is that tunnel with the gate, but it's another completely surrounded by concrete. So I'm just navigating through here. You can see that island off in the distance, Columbia Island. There's definitely deer on this island, and I'm gonna kneel down, and you can see this right here. I'm gonna pick some of it up. Look at that. That's tail from a white-tailed deer. Well, I'm actually kind of stuck in this fenced area, so I'm gonna actually go under here where it looks like the deer go through. Some kind of concrete wall right here. I'm gonna try to go around it, up and over here. Okay, this is gonna get us to the shoreline. All right, I'm walking out to the shoreline, and you can just see this place is filled with this blue foam, yellow foam, cans, bottles. Look at this, holy cow. Right here is a jet ski. Section of a dock. Yeah, look at it. It's like a propane tank. This area is really cool. You can see this corner over here. It's a man-made wall built into the natural wall, and then even further is another section of the man-made wall. So this is the closest spot to Columbia Island. It's off in the distance. And my understanding is that island is privately owned. And I believe there's a story to it that it's like totally off grid with solar to power it, but the owner has said that it's basically a money pit. So this brick says ROBINSO, and this one down here says IXL. See if I can identify where those bricks have come from. This looks like some kind of rusted out vehicle, possibly a rusted frame. It's hard to make out what any of the parts are. I can see Execution Rocks Lighthouse off in the distance. I'm going to have to check to see what that island is over there. Well, I just found a flag. Not sure what kind of flag it is. And that island off in the distance is Huckleberry Island. And one thing I want to mention to you guys is that the reason I'm here exploring David's Island is because of you. I've gotten suggestions over and over and over about coming and exploring David's Island. So keep the suggestions coming. And funny thing is you guys actually mentioned Huckleberry Island as well. But let's see what this is over here, guys. This looks like it would be for like a park bench. Oh wow, look at this walkway. There's a walkway through here. This looks interesting. It looks like a Roman numeral 2. I'm not sure what those things are, but definitely looks like a makeshift memorial. And then when I go to this side, looks like there's a cemetery with headstones. I don't see any dates on any of these headstones, but I want to climb up on top of this big rock here. You can see that there's all kinds of floats and stuff that probably washed up to the shore. But I wanted to see if there was any kind of markers on top of this big boulder up here. Now we're on top of it. Yeah, I don't see anything yet. All right, back here is a huge wall. Just gonna follow it and see where it goes. We might be able to get down inside of it. Yeah, 360 degrees. So we're basically standing on a foundation, and then it goes down pretty deep down there. So a moment ago, we were just standing up there looking down here. I'm just trying to see what's down here. Just like a big pit. But another thing I wanted to mention that I learned about recently with the Hart Island tour that I did, that this island actually had all the military controls for missiles that were on Hart Island. I'm going to put a couple links down in the description of this video, and one kind of has a layout of where the missile command was here on the island, and also where the missiles were located on Hart Island. And you can actually see that in my Hart Island video as well. Alright, this is what I would say is the east side of the island. You can see all these concrete foundations. I'm seeing all kinds of animal tracks. Lots of deer poop on the island. Yeah, check out this rock wall that we're walking on now. I know you guys are gonna ask if I'm allowed to be on this island, but I can tell you, walking around the exterior of this island, I haven't seen any signs whatsoever that say off limits, no trespassing, anything of that sort. Just lots of bricks scattered about. But I tell you, this is really quiet and really peaceful over here. And what a beautiful day it is today. It's gonna climb up on this dock. Look at all this blue foam. just washed up. That's just all blue foam. So I think when I get around to this other side, when we find a road, I think we'll walk some of the roads. Right now I'm just hopping these rocks. So many of these docks and blue foam washed up on this shoreline. It's like one dock after another. And look at all that foam. I'm thinking that all this blue foam was probably from underneath the bottom of these docks. They were probably floating docks, and all of it's just come loose and scattered all over the place now. So just yesterday or the day before, I heard that at the municipal dock in New Rochelle, there was a boat fire, and apparently 3 or 4 boats caught fire. There was a whole big response of emergency personnel to get that fire under control. Look at this concrete wall that we're walking on right here that goes straight out towards the water. Looks like there's some kind of drain pipe coming out of it on the end. You know, with regard to what I was saying, as far as whether or not you're allowed on some of these islands that I go to, any of these places I explore, I am leaving no trace. I'm doing no damage. I'm just a man with a camera exploring. This is kind of funny. JM, you lost your buoy. Holy cow, guys. You have to look at these bones. Tell me if you think they're human bones or not. These are very large bones. You can see it looks like it's been cut. This side looks like it's been cut. Bone down here, a couple of them. One over here. Oh, look at these glass bottles. It almost has like a pink color to it. This one's all melted. You know, there was actually a time when the east side of Hart Island was eroding and human bones were washing into the Long Island Sound. I need to check Google Maps, see if I can find one of those roads so we can follow the roads a bit. It's like a manhole. Helicopter flying overhead. Yeah, this is the northeast side of the island, and you can see New Rochelle off in the distance. I'm gonna try to work my way inside the island a bit. This area over here is very exposed to the land. I just kind of want to be a little bit more stealth. It is extremely overgrown. I need to find the path of least resistance. Glad I'm here in the winter and not during the summer. This might get us through right here. All right, look at this. Found a road. I'll look on Google Maps in a second and see what the name of this road is. All right, so this is Hutchinson Road, and then it's going to lead to Howard Road. So unbelievable to be walking on this road, on this island, and be here all by ourselves. It's so quiet. I haven't seen any deer, but there's no question that there's deer here. Just looking to see if there's anything of interest inside the woods. Looks like a really long pole. I'm gonna go check that out. This past week, a subscriber sent a beautiful machete to my P.O. box. And you know who you are. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I did bring it with me today, but you're not gonna believe it. I decided to leave it in my truck because I just wanted to kayak out here and travel light and didn't want to put a whole bunch of stuff in the kayak, but I definitely could have used it. And we are walking towards this metal post, and I'm telling you, you know what it is? It's a flagpole. I can see a globe on the top of it. I'll get a better shot here in a second. But yeah, look at this. They must have had a plaque on this rock right in front of this flagpole. Look at this here. Another foundation, concrete wall. Look at this, guys, steps. I just saw some deer running off in the distance, probably 4 or 5 of them. So that confirms that there are deer on the island. It's a cool rock wall. Looks like some more steps. All right, so we're coming to a fork. Howard Road, Bliss Road. Manhole cover for the electricity. I want to go up here. Spotted something that looked pretty interesting. Looks like a headstone, possibly. Or maybe it's the base to a park bench. That's what it could be. Yeah, I don't know. With Hart Island nearby, I have cemeteries on my mind. It's pretty cool that these roads are wide open. This is such a big island. I didn't GPS it, so I don't know how many miles I'll be putting in by the end of this, but doing a lot of walking through here. So this is the southwest corner. And I think on Google Maps you can just see like a whole bunch of concrete foundations. So that's what we're walking through right now. It's just a whole vast area of concrete. So this is the far southwest corner. It's just like an open beach area. And that's Goose Island right over there. And it definitely looks like the wind is picking up. So that's a little bit concerning. Another set of stairs over here. And then over here, there's another set of stairs. Another set of stairs with some concrete pillars on either side. Let's see what road this is that we're on. All right, I think this was Hoyle Road, but there's a fenced area, but it looks super overgrown and I can't see anything in that fenced area. But it does have a sign right here posted, no trespassing. Obviously that's right in front of that fenced area. So we're not going to go into that fenced area. It's just so overgrown in there that beyond the fence, it's not worth it. And those were the first no trespassing signs that I've seen all day. All right, we're back to the big cannon and my kayak. I want to go see what the conditions look like down here. All right, we definitely have some wind coming on shore here. You can see the waves. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk the kayak through the woods to the other side. This way it's a little bit more protected and it'll be easier to launch on that other side. It's not that far of a walk. And luckily my kayak is really light, so it'll be easy to carry. I'll just grab all my gear. All right, we are back on the water and we're leaving David's Island. Definitely have some currents coming through this channel. Looking left and looking right, I don't see any boats. Straight ahead of us is Goose Island. We're gonna go around the opposite side of Goose Island than when we paddled out here. I think it'll be a bit more protected. And this current is taking me sideways, but it's taking me in the direction that I want to go. Look at this rock wall straight ahead of us that's surrounding Goose Island. That's pretty incredible, the amount of work and effort that went into creating that wall. All right, in a minute, the wind and the current will be to our back, but you can see it's a bit squirrely through here. Red and green channel markers to the right. We're in a little bit of a protected spot right here, but that current is taking me and the wind's taking me, pushing me from behind. Just getting in tight next to this rock wall for a minute. Seems pretty deep, even though we're close to it. So as soon as we get beyond this rock wall into the open water, we're gonna have to deal with a little bit more wind. Some rollers from the side. Got some people up here on the shoreline. Looks like they're watching me. They're gonna be like, hey, are you 2 feet outdoors? All right, we are almost back. Guys, I wanna thank you for watching 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did. And we will see you guys on the next one.